Hi, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Scott Morris from GTS Distribution. We are here with another one of our retailer to publisher webinars. Today, I am joined by Emma and Sam from Japanime Games. We're going to be talking about a lot of the cool things that are available right now and upcoming from them as well. We have some new exciting things to talk about them from a partnership perspective. It's something some of you may have heard about if you were at Gamma already, but if not, this is going to be a great opportunity to learn more about it. I want to remind everybody, if you're feeling exceptionally awesome, and I know that you are today, definitely feel free to give this video a thumbs up, like this, subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications so you can get notified when we do more webinars like this. We do them for board games, for role-playing games, for gaming accessories like dice and sleeves and things like that. So a lot of information for y'all to be able to pick up and share and use in your stores, which would be helpful for you. But people don't come here to hear me talk. I got a face that was made for radio. So Emma, Sam, I really want to say thank you for taking the time to come and join us. I will turn the floor over to you ladies and you can get started talking about this new stuff.
So I am Emma and I am the sales manager at Japanime Games. I am in charge of all the distribution channels and I would be the one explaining to you the JPP, our retailer program.
And I am Sam. I'm our marketing and communications manager here at Japanime Games, and I handle all of the marketing and information behind our new products, behind our games that we carry and are going to be carrying soon, and a lot of our upcoming exciting projects.
So I guess we can start the presentation.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So Eric is our president and commander-in-chief. He's been in the game industry for decades and always brought the best of Japan to the rest of the world. At Japanime Games, our motto is we bring Japan to you. We focus mainly on tabletop games, board games, card games, and role-playing games. We have products that attract both fans of specific licensed anime IP and broader appeal cultural tropes such as anime-style superheroes, mecha, Japanese food, and more good stuff. Now I'm gonna let Sam go over our products.
All right. Our core product lines are, we're most famous for our deck builder card games. We started in the industry with Kamigami Battles, Tanto, Cuore, and Heart of Crown, which are three of our main product lines. Each of them are deck builder card games with a number of different expansions that we've built onto the main products, as well as different focuses within that deck building genre. So those are sort of our core product lines. We also carry a large number of games from Domina Games, which is a partnership between a artist and a game designer that produce very unique one-off artsy games that have a really interesting appeal to them. And then we also carry RPGs such as the famous Big Eyes Small Mouth role-playing game system, BESM, currently in its 4th edition through our publication partnership with Discami Publishing. We also partner with them on licensed games for Sailor Moon Crystal, which we've produced and manufactured a large number of. And then we also have some licensed products that are core lines, such as Cowboy, Bebop, Space Serenade, a jazzy kind of deck builder game based on the famous anime. We also carry several different board games and alternate kind of types of games like Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul, and Naruto, which are big anime IPs that we license for those purposes.
You know, one of the things, Sam, that I've talked to a couple of retailers about previously in the past, but it's probably good for retailers to know. If you're a retailer who does not have an anime section in your store right now, or is possibly looking into how do I start an anime section, this is like the foundation company to look at. Like
yeah.
when you're talking about big licenses, big names from the anime world, this is where you cannot go wrong, right? Putting these titles in are going to attract people who are familiar with the anime titles immediately, want to learn more about this, and just be a really, really good setup in stores. So
very much so. And we actually have something specifically in mind for retailers who are looking for just that thing, which we'll talk about in a moment here.
There you go.
Our newest releases that have come out since Gamma are, well, actually at Gamma, were Tokyo Sidekick, one of our biggest board games to date. It's a big co-op strategic board game themed around superheroes, kind of blending Western superhero tropes with the anime and manga aesthetic themed around Tokyo, of course. So that's a really big one, which also came with a large range of accessories, several expansions, and a Bessem module for the RPG system that we carry. We also carry some sort of artsy, more independent titles such as Momiji and Tree Lined Avenue, which are themed around different aspects of Japanese culture, both of those, in fact, around Japanese parks and collecting fall leaves. So that has sort of an autumnal artistic vibe to it that really has appealed to a lot of our customers. And then we also released Sailor Moon Imposterous, one of our newest social deduction bluffing kind of games from Discami as part of our publishing deal with them. And then we are very excited about some of our upcoming offerings. Anime 5e is the next evolution of the kind of the Bessem formula. It's also designed by Discami, and we're going to be publishing it through them, but it is a full-on 5th edition module with an anime flair to it. So that is a really big upcoming product line that we're excited for, that takes all of the kind of anime tropiness of Bessem and puts it into the 5e format to make it really appeal to a lot of different gamers of different types, and comes complete with a full product line, including dice, a dice tower, premium pocket-sized and standard editions of the rule sets, and some other really exciting stuff coming up. And then we've also partnered with Zoo Studios to produce, to publish their game, Zoo Tiles Hime. It's a evolution of the TCG or CCG format in a tile placement game, which has a really unique new conceit to it, themed around the Chinese zodiac. So we've partnered to produce their first starter set, which is on its way in June, as well as a future starter set and a licensed anime expansion in the near future here. And then, of course, we've got a roadmap of so many upcoming games for the rest of this year. Kamigami Battles Rise of the Old Ones is our next big expansion on that formula. That's taking our Kamigami Battles line and bringing in the Cthulhu mythos, Lovecraftian gods, old ones, that sort of thing, which we've been working on for quite some time. We ran a really successful Kickstarter for it, and we're going to be bringing that very soon to retail distribution and customer sales very soon as Kickstarter fulfillment begins. We're bringing a new Domina anthology, which is a trio of games that were produced by Domina, which we ran a crowdfunding campaign for early last year. We are also bringing out Chainsomnia, which is a new co-op board game, Hikey Strike, which is a player versus player competitive TCG, Sushi Boat, which is a really great little family-themed indie board game with a really cute Japanese focus themed around eating sushi at a sushi restaurant, which was a really big Kickstarter for us late last year around Gen Con. And lastly, Bananya, which is a licensed set collection card game based on the anime from Crunchyroll, which we will actually be launching on Kickstarter tomorrow here, Tuesday, the 25th. So we have a lot in the works and a lot in store for the future here, with only 5-6 months left to go in 2022, and there's going to be a lot on our plate coming out.
Bananya looks adorable. Absolutely adorable.
Bananya is adorable. And then what's next is one of our most ambitious projects to date, one that we're very excited about and one that we are very close to revealing more about, which is going to be Japanime Tactics. Japanime Tactics is a competitive, collectible, I want to say miniatures game, but the miniatures are actually acrylic standees, and it also hybridizes with a system of cards for this really unique formula that I don't think anyone has really captured yet. And the main conceit that's exciting about Japanime Tactics is it's expandable. So it's this collectible miniatures strategy kind of game themed around different anime IP that can all be mixed and matched. We're starting with Grand Blue Fantasy, which is a really big licensed IP that we've managed to secure. But then in the future, we've got plans for expanding that into including Naruto, Black Clover, Sword Art Online, a number of different IPs, which will allow players an unprecedented ability to mix and match their favorite characters and really, go to town with competitive combat gameplay in a new format that's really unlike anything that's been done before. We're really excited to be bringing this one out, which will be previewed at, I believe, Gen Con is what we're planning on rolling out the first previews for it.
That sounds flipping amazing.
Yeah, it's a really big project. We're really excited for this one.
That sounds pretty awesome.
3D, and it is a beautiful game.
Now, I can imagine with your guys' experience with all those different types of genres, right, between card games and tactics games and things like that, that this is kind of the let's bring all of the awesome things that we've done in the past and learned from in the past and make them even better into one big package, which sounds really cool.
Yeah, very much so.
So, as Scott mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, we launched at Gamma a JPP, Japanime Premier Partnership Retailer Program. It helps our retailers to build an anime corner in their store. It's a really simple program. We didn't want to brainstorm too much about it because we think that the simplest it is and the best it is, the simpler it is and the better it is. So what we give, it's a special branded Japanime games store display that you can build an anime corner in your, so you can build an anime corner in your store. We give you a welcome kit. It's around $500 worth of Japanime games product to help you build your in-store display. We will also send you a JPP Love Box every quarter. It's valued at $250. It's not going to be promos. It's going to be sellable goods, foil card sets, free games, demo copies. So you can make money out of it. We also provide unlimited free organized play bundles. For each bundle has a value of $20, so you can run in-store events and relay them on, and we can relay them on our social media. We would obviously provide any free marketing materials that retailer would need, seller ads, product info, marketing support. We would do social media referrals with if they send us pictures of their stores and of the Japanime games display they have in their store. We send each week, each Wednesday, we send a really short newsletter with product info, reminders, new releases coming up. It's really short. It's like a few lines each Wednesday, so it's not a big reading. And we would also, and we would provide everything they would need: promotional items, demo copy, co-branding opportunities, preferred store locator listing. The only thing we ask is to carry the Japanime products in their store at all times. We would like the retailers to keep the lines, the core lines that we talked earlier about. It is what they would get in their welcome kit. So basically just to restock everything they sell. We have a buy-in to enter the program. It includes our 2 June releases and the releases from Gamma. And we want them to buy at least 3 copies of our quarterly releases. It's not much. It's about 20 games a quarter. So it's not a big deal. We would obviously like them to keep the Japanime games in-store display up. And we would love to get pictures of their store display so we can share them on our social media. And if they could, we would love them also to advertise Japanese games Japanime games on their social media. Sam and I would be here at all time if retailers have any question, if they get stuck and they cannot sell one of our games. We would love them to reach out to us so we can explain how to, we can give them the right arguments, selling points, so they can sell the game. And basically that's it. So it's really a simple program and we would love people to sign through GTS. All the GTS teams are aware of it. Scott has all the information that people would need to sign up.
And I was going to say, if you're okay with it, Emma, I can also put in the video description below, I can put all the information on the SKUs that are part of the buy-in and then the SKUs that the retailers would get for free as being part of the program too.
Yeah. So the buy-in will change every quarter because it's most likely new releases. So we just adjust it every quarter, but it's basically kind of the same amount each time.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a great opportunity for someone. I know a lot of stores that have tried to create like sections in their store. One of the most popular ones right now is cat sections. Like people will just make a 3-foot area that has nothing but cat games in it, which Bananya would probably do very well just for cover. But there's a lot of retailers, I think, who maybe they're not personally familiar enough with the anime side of the industry and they may not be comfortable enough understanding what they should be looking at or what they should be getting. And this is a really good opportunity for anyone to kind of either kickstart their own like section of anime in their store, or if they already have a section, a way to augment it and make it even more important and impactful for their consumers. So I think it's really, really cool.
So if you don't have any question, I think we are all set.
Awesome. Well, no, I think this is great, right? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of these videos are meant to provide information for our retailers and tools for the retailers to be able to use to get things better in their store, make the sales work better in their store, and just overall just be operationally better. This is a great opportunity and a great environment for the retailers to be able to engage with. Japanime is great on social media too. We haven't even talked about that, but Japanime does a great job on social media with the consumer side of things and with the retailer side of things. If you're a retailer and you're not following them, I'd highly suggest to follow them. And again, if you are a retailer who is curious about adding anime to your store, this is a really, really good opportunity. Definitely, like Emma mentioned, all of our sales reps are familiar with this program. We actually have, anytime a retailer or a publisher partner of ours has a program like this, we have an entire like document set put together for them to be able to like refer back to on everything. But if you have questions, definitely reach out, get a hold of your GTS sales rep. Again, as I mentioned, I'll put the comments in the video details below. You'll be able to expand it and be able to see all the details about what's involved with the buy-in and then what you get from a free perspective as well, which is awesome. And then as Emma mentioned, depending on when you're watching this, hopefully you're watching this like right now as in the immediate future. But if you are watching this down the road, those things may change over time and we'll make sure to update things like that and get more current information in there. But as always, you can reach out to your GTS sales reps. You can also reach out to me if you have any questions. My email is just smorris@gtsdistribution.com. Emma, Sam, if somebody wanted to reach out to Japanime directly, what is the best email for them to use to reach out to y'all directly at?
sales@japanimegames.com.
Perfect. Nice and easy. I like that. Awesome. Well, Sam, Emma, thank you very much. I really do appreciate you taking the time to join us and talk to our retailers today. As always, these are not like a one-time conversation thing. So as y'all have more releases coming out, like Sam mentioned, you have a lot coming up for the next year to 6 months to a year. So as you have new releases coming out, you'd like to inform the retailers about, we're happy to do these again and have you guys back. I think it's a great opportunity for retailers to learn more. I'm really personally very curious about this big minis, cards, tactics thing. I'm like, that looks right up my alley from a personal perspective, but it just from a business perspective, it looks super cool as well, because I think you hit the nail on the head with that one, Sam. I don't know of anyone else kind of pulling all those different things together into one thing. They may do one of those things or two of those things, but not really pulling all of that together. So that's going to be really cool to see. So
absolutely.
We thank you also for the opportunity, and we also thank you for the great partnership that we have together, because it's
thank you.
Nice
Yes,
to be able to communicate with our distributors, partners.
We love you guys, and we're looking forward to many more successful releases with y'all. So
thank you.
Awesome. Well, retailers, thank you as well. Appreciate you taking the time to join and watch this. Again, if you have questions, feel free to leave them below in the YouTube channel, or you can reach out directly. We'd be happy to get you answers on anything. But until we see you next time, thanks so much and have a great week in your stores. Take care.
Bye, Scott.